Be confident, be bold, be authentic, but don't forget to take action. This is Ordinary to Badass, where our stories empower women to step into the spotlight of their own lives and pursue what they're truly passionate about. It's time to step into the arena and become more than just extraordinary. It's time to become a badass with your host, Marie Sonneman.
Welcome to Ordinary to Badass, episode number 56. This episode is going to be a bit different. It's going to be way shorter than normal, and it's going to be about finances. Here's the thing. I'm going to probably release 3 videos this week on social media, but on the podcast, I'll also release 3 episodes this week, which is quite a bit different than normal. At the end, Badass Money School will be open. You're totally welcome to join. But ultimately, I just want to create value. I just want to see you be able to pay off debt and create a budget if you want to. I've tried to simplify the process as much as possible so that we can't get in our own heads. So with that, let's just get to the good stuff. I'm a lot like you. We're 2 peas in a pod, you could say. I was $106,000 in debt just a few short years ago. That debt, it didn't include my mortgage, by the way. And at the time, I felt the weight of the world on my shoulders. I had a decent income, but I was never taught how to handle my money or my finances, or how to create a budget. A budget seemed incredibly intimidating and overwhelming to me. Being in debt and having my bank account bounce on the first day of vacation was terrifying. Definitely one of my low points. And I swore to myself that I would never be in that financial situation again. That was definitely one of my low points. But sometimes you have to hit rock bottom, or things have to get so painful before you're willing to change. So in just under 2 years, I paid off $106,000 of debt and felt on top of the world. I was thinking, well, prior to paying off the debt, I was thinking that this couldn't be me, that I wouldn't be able to pay off all that debt, or that I wasn't financially savvy. I was raised probably middle class, maybe lower to middle class, and never thought I could have money. I assumed that people who were rich and were wealthy, that they had parents, like they came from money, or they had won the lotto or something like that. But I didn't really think that you could change your financial situation. Now, let's be clear. Nobody taught me this. Nobody said this to me. It's just kind of what I put in my own head, or what I told myself. I found out that the stories that I was previously telling myself, like that I couldn't be rich or that I was too stupid to create a budget, they just weren't true. They were just that, a story that I was telling myself. Anyone can pay off their debt, and you can do it too. Now, I really just want to show you how. Let's get into it. But 2 things that I want you to do specifically for today. Well, let's make it 3 things. First, I want you to turn off any notifications, whether that be on your computer or your phone. Turn off the notifications and then get to someplace quiet. That's the next thing. Get to somewhere where people aren't going to be bothering you. I know that you're busy and you have a lot on your plate, but it's really important so that you can get the most from this, that you get to somewhere that's quiet. Now, the third thing, grab a pen and paper. Whether it's something that I tell you that you can relate to, or it's something that I say that makes you think of something, write it down. I don't think people write down their ideas enough. And then you forget about it because life goes on, stuff happens. So get a pen and paper and write it down. Today, I want you to take action. Take massive action. These are going to be really small steps, but they have a big impact if you take the action. Now, Here's the thing. If you want to change, you have to change your environment. You've probably heard it a million times what the definition of insanity is. It's doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result. So, if you want to change, you have to change your environment. It's that simple. Change your environment. So, how can you do that, you might ask? Well, figure out something that's not serving you or not helping you, and get rid of it. And find something that will help you and bring that into the mix. So, something that won't help you. An example is emails. A big thing is unsubscribing from emails. Do you get emails from Amazon, Groupon, Woot, Nordstrom's, Coach, anything like that? Whatever your thing is that you're always tempted to buy, go into your email and hit unsubscribe. Listen, I know what you're thinking. You're like, but I might miss a good deal, or I'm going to forget. That's the point. But chances are, really, you're not going to forget. If you love Amazon, it is not hard to find Amazon again. But these daily reminders, they just kind of sit there and they taunt you. So get rid of those. Get rid of the reminders. The things that are toxic for you, you don't need them in your life. You're looking for a change, my friend. And to do that, you got to get rid of those emails or things that tempt you. Now, on the flip side of this, there are some great influences out there, or influencers, you could say. There are some great opportunities for you to learn and to grow. Now, before I talk about the influencers, and how you should maybe listen to their podcasts, read their books, watch their YouTube videos, all that stuff, I want to make a point here. While I think you should absorb as much information as possible so that you can make the best decision, I also think that in the beginning, it is so important to follow one person. Follow one person's advice and then see it through, see if it works for you. Try it for 4, 5, 6 months. See if it works for you. If it doesn't work for you, fine. Move on. Try somebody else's method. But what happens all too often is that we try somebody's method and then we listen to all these other people and then we keep switching and we don't stick to one person's method. So really, I do want you to stick to one method, but I also want you to be listening to podcasts and obtaining as much information as you can about wealth or personal finances so that down the line, you can make rational decisions or have a knowledge base to go off of. Okay, so invite some experts into your life. And that's really what I would like you to do today, is to do a little research. Check out people who might interest you. My friend Deb Meyer has a book called Redefining Family Wealth. Read that book. Or go to Dave Ramsey's website and read his books or listen to his podcast. Susie Orman is another one. Or you could definitely read some of my blog posts, or we do have some podcast episodes about it. And Jillian Todd was on episode 51, so listen to her episode. Listen to Deb Meyer's episode. I actually think it's titled Redefining Family Wealth. But there's all sorts of information out there that you can check out. If I don't explain it in a way you can understand or that a way you can relate to, don't listen to me. Listen to somebody else. But if Dave Ramsey doesn't explain it in a way that you can understand, then maybe you need to listen to me. But what I'm saying is everybody's not going to be a perfect fit, or somebody might say something that's too simple for you or too over your head. So you want to find the happy medium there. That's what I'm urging you to do. I know you probably feel like you don't have enough time to sit down and create a budget or to follow this the whole way through. You may also worry that it just won't work for you. I know I felt that way. Here's the thing. It's a limiting belief that many of us have. But if you go through this saying it's never going to work for you, you're going to prove yourself right. It'll be true. But if you go through it with an open mind and really try to learn, I think that you're going to see great success. Make the time for your future, the future for yourself, the future for your family, and really get intentional about why you want to create a budget, why you want financial success. You still have several months before the holidays. Don't wait till they are over with to come up with a financial plan. Don't wait till they're over to create a budget. Let's do it now. If you're anything like I was, you probably tell yourself that you aren't smart enough to create a budget. You're too stupid. You're not good at math. Or something about budgeting just doesn't make sense to you. So you put up your own walls, your own resistance. That's okay. I felt that way too. I'm just going to ask you to put that aside for a little bit and take this week to learn. Have an open mind with the process. You may not change your mind overnight, but I will help you learn and I will help you figure out. In the next episode, I'm going to help you create a plan. How you can have all of your financial stuff in one place. It's really helpful to know who you owe and where you owe money to. And you really do need a plan going forward. It's a starting place before you create your budget. So check out the videos. They'll probably be on Instagram, but they'll be pretty similar to this. And then also I'm going to be doing live videos on Facebook. And we're going to be talking about this stuff. I want you to be successful. I want you to make this happen. So definitely go to Facebook, go to Instagram, hit me up, let me know what you unsubscribed from, and then also what you subscribed to. What did you add in your life? What kind of experts are you listening to? If you already have some, cool. Who are they? Like I said, I'm here to help you. I want you to have the best results. So jump in with me. All right, that is it for today. There should be another episode out on Wednesday and then on Friday. And it'll just kind of be a 3-part series. I would love to hear from you. You can hit me up on Instagram at Ordinary to Badass. Just send me a DM and let me know. What did you unsubscribe from and what did you subscribe to? All right. Talk to you soon.
Now that you've listened to this episode of Ordinary to Badass, we want to hear from you. Go to our website, ordinarytobadass.com/podcast, and submit your own experience on how you took your life from ordinary to badass and get the chance to be on a future spotlight episode of the show. That's ordinarytobadass.com/podcast. While you're waiting for the next episode of the show, wipe off the sweat, dust off the dirt, and get back in the arena.